Hey everybody, it's Button Mash, and welcome back to more of The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Last time we made it through the first part of Skull Woods, and this time we're gonna make it through the second part, which is its dungeon. Right off the bat, we have a very new and annoying enemy called the Wall Master? I think it's called the Wall Master, even though it drops from the ceiling. You can avoid it pretty easily. Or alternatively, by the way, we need a lamp here to light the way. Alternatively, you could wait for it to slam down on the ground and evade it, and then kill it with your sword or some other weapon. So I might try and do that at some point. Perhaps. Anyway, you can already see that this dungeon is a sizably bit, or what am I trying to see here? This dungeon is sizably more challenging than the dungeons that we have done in the past. It's throwing a little bit rough, it's throwing rougher enemies at us, it's giving us more obstacles and more tight areas to maneuver, and this is just, by the way, this is just, oh, I'm low on hearts, dang. This is just one of the easier dungeons. One of the dungeons that you're supposed to do and discover pretty early on. We can stall this guy by hitting him with our sword, and he becomes a Stalfos, so got a compass. Nice. Otherwise, he would be pretty annoying to defeat, because he would take a lot more hits. But, in this dungeon, like always, I'm going to try to get all the chests that I can. In fact, I'm going to try to get all the chests. And I think this button, there's a button somewhere down here. Yep, there's a button. Here it is. And then it just, that guy spawned in. Did he fall from the ceiling? I don't know. Looked like I burned too. And yep, you can just force them to fall into pits. Which is a bit of a better way to do things, because you don't take as many it doesn't take as many sword slashes to kill them. So as you saw there, I just killed that Wall Master. It should be gone, correct? Not quite. It will spawn in later. So it won't be as much of a nuisance to you in the dungeon after you've killed it for a little bit, but it will definitely spawn in again. But if you leave the dungeon and come back, it just automatically respawns. Alright, well, this is the only hole that we can go into, so that path over to the left was not right. Didn't lead anywhere. Except for a tree stump. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Gotta fix this. Oh, dang. Alright, sorry for the cut there. I just had to adjust my camera. And I cut away, and that guy's gone. By the way, as you just saw there a little bit ago, when the Wall Master picks you up and it goes into that, like, transitional state, it takes you back to the beginning of the room that you were in, I think. At least that's how I believe it to be, but I swear I've had times where it's picked me up after it slammed down on me and it's transferred me back to the beginning of the dungeon? Maybe? Anyway, feuds aside, we have a small key. So that's nice. Now we can finally re-enter this room, and there's a door over there that we can go into before. And trying to defeat these mummies and not getting hit by the Wall Master is a balancing act. Now that we're outside, we can see that we've transferred to a new part of the Skull Woods. Hooray! Who would have thought? But there's a hole there. And that might deceive you as a place where you need to go down. But don't let it do that, because this one's hidden. Much more likely to find secrets down there. But also, we have another hidden hole. Just kidding. Only one hidden hole. But we're gonna go down this one first, just see what's down here. Oh, good. Oh! Oh! That is really good. I don't actually remember that being there, but I'm glad we went down that hole that seemed like it was the right way. I'm glad that we did that. Not like we're short on rupees or anything. Rupees are plentiful in this game, if you haven't picked that up by now. But putting that aside, we can go into the secret hole now. Good hole. I'm sorry for that. That sounded like a a little bit on the innuendo-y side, but I swear it's a reference to another game that I really like. It's kind of a generic one though. I could have done a better job with that reference. Every day, I don't know what it is with me, and thinking about, oh, good, that bomb blast, or no, not that bomb blast, but the Wall Master stunned that guy. Yeah. Well, actually, not to be too tangential here, but what will be pretty realistic and fun is that in future Zelda games, if the bomb reoccurred, which I think it will because it's, you know, a series staple, they could have like a blast radius where the bomb hurts some enemies in that radius, but stuns some enemies too. That would make it a little bit more realistic. Not saying that the Zelda series needs to be more realistic, but I don't know. Nice little thing that I came up with, an idea. But anyway, what was I saying before I went off on a tangent? Oh, right. I was talking about the, good hole reference. That was a bad reference. Weird reference, I know, but just bear with me here. I swear, I'm not all full of references. Some information. Maybe. Anyway, the puzzle that you're supposed to solve here is that you need to move these gargoyles into place so that there will be two beams connecting with each other, and I think it's first and third. No, it's not. Is it first and second? It must be first and second. Let's pull it back, and then, yeah, that looks like it's it. I saw one inch out. Yeah, that's it. Alright, that's good. I've had this puzzle take so long for me before because I've been like, in the past, when I've played this game when I was younger, I've been like, oh man, what do I do? Am I supposed to stand on both places at the same time? And am I supposed to stand on one space and then just let the gargoyle be on another space? Is that going to activate something? But no, it was an actual just guessing game. Hopefully that doesn't... No, the Wall Master didn't make it. Dang it! I find it weird that oh wait, it did. It did crush that skull. Alright. You're just gonna wait for it here, and as you might have seen before, if you merge into a wall while it's wiggling its fingers at you, it automatically slams down. You trick it. So there's no more waiting for it to wiggle its fingers at you for... Oh, mini-boss. There's no more waiting for it to wiggle its fingers at you for an extended period of time, and then have it slam down on you, like now. Just merge into a wall and then fool it. We have mini Moldorms here, and pretty simple way of taking care of these. You just do that. Have your enemies kill your enemies. Pretty nice. I don't know if you could actually kill these guys with bombs. It might be worth trying. If you want to go ahead and try that out, then do so, but I didn't give them a chance to do that. I didn't give myself a chance to do that, sorry. Anyway, we can see a chest over here, so we definitely want that. And this thing acts as like a... I don't know. But inside the chest, for waiting patiently, we have a small key, necessary to move forward. there's not a whole lot of talking to do because, you know, it's a very long ride back. Just itching to get off. Another dark room, because that seems to be one of the themes of this dungeon, even though it's not the Dark Palace, or the Dark Woods, or the Lost Woods. Just use your Pegasus boots to get to the end of this big room. Oh, sorry about that. I just got damaged because I didn't release the B button in time, so I stabbed one of them. We have 2 eyes here. Maybe foreshadowing something? Like, maybe the boss is gonna have a giant eye that we have to hit, unlike any other Zelda boss ever seen before, because every other Zelda boss has a completely new and unique mechanic that just blows me away every time I fight a boss, and I totally don't think, how many more times am I gonna have to hit a Zelda boss in its eye? Yeah, not like that, not like that. For sure. Huh. Irony. Anyway, besides that, we have this conveyor belt of sorts. You just have to wait patiently again. There's no getting to the end of it, that I know of anyway. Someone could probably find a way to, like, get yourself up onto that ledge. And then just take an easy shortcut by merging, but I don't know. Up there, we see a big chest, even though we know it probably doesn't contain the big key, because, well, we have pretty much inferred by now that that's what a reward is for getting the second eye in its pedestal. But I'm sure that the other big chest will have something good in it as well. I mean, that's what big chests have. That's what big chests tend to do. I like how this bee is following me around and attacking my enemies. Oh boy, we saw the sage painting on the way in, and now we're seeing it again, but this time, even closer. Also, another hidden hole. What we want to do is merge into this wall, and I'm going to throw this eye down, just so I can go into the wall again to... Oh, why did I jump down? That's not what you do. You're not supposed to jump down again. Then I'll just meet you guys back outside. Alright, you want to throw the eye down there, merge into the wall, come out on this narrow ledge, and get Master Ore. Please get this. This is great. Especially great for me, because now I have the chance to get picked up by that World Master. Ay, ay, ay. At least it only takes you back to this end of the room, and now I don't have to go back outside again because I have the Master Ore, but this is especially great for me because now, okay, I'm going to avoid this time, now I can go to the blacksmith in Hyrule and make my Master Sword better, which is good. And in case you're wondering what was underneath any of those, oh god, in case you were wondering what was underneath any of those other holes, those were just the light spots that you're seeing right now, like that one down at the bottom of the screen. They don't do anything for you, they're just wrong. Luckily, the Wall Master isn't coming back anytime soon. This is unusual for him to be away for this long. Or I don't know if it's a him. But anyway, now you all know what we're getting. This is the big key. We can go into the dungeon's boss door. And please don't let me. Good. We have all the chests. We have all the treasure for this dungeon, so I see no reason why we should avoid the boss door. These are Pegasus boots, or actually we don't need to because we're close to it. Here we go. This abomination is named Knuckle Master. It will kind of like charge at you with its fist because that's the only body part that it has, its hand, and it's meaty undersides, and you just have to hit its big eye, like every other Zelda boss, as foreshadowed by those eyes that we were picking up. The trick is to just merge into the wall right as it's about to hit you, and in just a couple of hits, it should turn into an angry Knuckle Master that doesn't like you very much and starts slamming into the ground, and will break these tiles and make it very hard to maneuver sometimes if you don't be careful. But if you just mash through it, you'll get low on health soon. So we'll take kind of the same route again. What is the key to... I never really figured out the key for... Okay, so I think the key for dodging him when he slams into you is... Or when he slams down on you is move to the side. Like, when he's about to slam down on you, don't move backwards. Move to the side and don't try to move in front. So, like, that wasn't a good example, but like that. Like, to the side. That was close. Alright, here we go. Alright, last phase. He's really low in health. Just try to take a route that does not involve many tiles. A lot of empty floor. Okay. Alright, good. This is it. Oh, whoa. He really slams into you fast there. And that's it. Thankfully, the game designers weren't such jerks that they put a heart container in a spot where you wouldn't be able to get it if Knuckle Master broke the floor. So that's good. Good game design. And now, we rescue Sears. Ah, I see. My little friend from the sanctuary. You've come to my rescue, haven't you? Bless your goodness, how strong you must have gotten since then. But it seems you have further yet to go. We must save all the 7 sages. Please, I beg of you, save all of us, or peace will never return to Hyrule. That's all she has to say. It's short and sweet. To the point. I like it. But now that we've defeated Knuckle Master, next time we're going to do some side stuff. Bye.